Okay, this is the most awkward introduction, but hey there, we are in Shui. We are here to share some stories with you. Don't want to bore you much with all these nonsense, so today we'll start with the story of an old city named Inertius. What happened there? We will see. Newton's first law of motion states that a body resists any change in a state of motion. If it is at rest, then it resists any inhibition, and if it is in motion, it does not want to come to rest. This happens by the virtue of the property called as inertia. The laws of nature are somewhat pertinent to human nature, especially the first one. Maybe not all the triads, but yes, the first one. But the line dividing the two is somewhat subtle, but yes, it surely exists. So now, the story that we have, it is a tale of the old times in a kingdom named as Inertius. The king Mono was a tough king with stark anger. He had loud temperament. He could be easily irritated by anything. His loud roaring voice made everyone terrified in the palace. Even the most gallant warrior in the kingdom was scared of his anger. He could make the lion scare if he ever shouted with all of his strength. He was a tall man with a heavy and bold build. He was ingenious but furious. Nobody could fool him. Corruption or malpractices in any form were at bay. Officials were scared to lay their hands on any of the misdeeds because they knew if caught, they would be expiated by only one means, by their lives. The security of the kingdom was in a safe, responsible, highly able and intrepid hands of a vast army. The army was always alert and closed ranks behind the king in all difficult times. It was just merely a rumor that the army chief had no other choice than doing his job well, or otherwise he would be met with the same fate as his counterparts in the courts. Who knows? And the staff of the palace, many believed was timid, but they were hardworking. They profused every bit of their time, energy and soul in rendering their service to the king. Well, again a rumor that they had limited choices against the king. Who knows? But not only the ministers or the army, the people of Inertius were aware of the anger of their furious king. Every voice was scared in front of the king's fury, and nobody wanted to be the victim or to be the cause of his exasperation. And this was why everyone agreed with what Mono said, without even thinking once. Nobody challenged him or his decisions. But besides this, he never seemed to be wrong. I told earlier, he was ingenious. Nobody could fool him. He did possess wacky attributes, but he was a very just and a very practical ruler. He always relied on pragmatic facts and views. All of his decisions and policies were a living substance of this epithet. The kingdom he ruled was a prosperous and progressive land. King Mono, although tough, was not a man of anger from always. Besides, if we talk about Inertius was a very peaceful kingdom, busy in its own. Each and every single person diligently doing their duties, willingly doing their duties, ostensibly. This was supposed from them by the incumbency, supposed by a meticulous, scrupulous king, a king who wanted the best and often the best of the best turn over from his kingdom. Nothing more was expected and nothing short was acceptable. The diligence brought the kingdom to be the most prospecting kingdom, looking towards a brighter future, not just every day, but every hour, minute. To know more about Inertius, stay tuned to us. Ting ting. Okay, to know more about Inertius, stay tuned to us. If you liked anything about the video, maybe your voice or maybe your awkward introduction or this awkward ting ting, please subscribe to us, hit the like button, comment down below. And we are NQA. Don't forget the name.